The end of the campaign after the mutiny in India, Alexander set out to take a different route home to Babylon. By way of unknown territory, hoping to fill in geographical knowledge conspicuously absent from existing map. In September 325 BC, Alexander started his march through southern Gedrosia. This region included one of the world's most inhospitable deserts. Alexander's intention was to sustain the fleet if needed by digging wells along the coast, but mostly for the fleet to deliver water to the army as needed. Unfortunately, his reconnaissance yielded bad information. The local guides purposely misled him, hoping the army would perish in the desert. He was unable to provision the fleet or receive water himself because the coastal region had sheer cliffs that prohibited access to his ships. Alexander and his army ran out of water. People started dying. Having shared so much hardship over the course of the campaign, the army had become so loyal to Alexander that they pooled their remaining water, literally squeezing the last drops out of their goat bladder canteens to offer their king. The water was presented to Alexander in a large silver helmet at an assembly of all. The troops knew that they were all going to die. If they could provide enough water for their leader to live, think of the sacrifice being made by thousands of disciplined soldiers. Alexander realized that he would lose his magnificent military machine if he didn't do something. But how do you save an army that is dying thirst without the benefit of water? Alexander poured that helmet full of water into the sand in front of the assembled army. He spoke to them with a clear message. I will share your fate. Before Alexander poured the water out, the army's fate was to die, but Alexander was to live because of their generosity. After pouring out the water, Alexander too would die. Alternatively, the army could walk out of the desert with Alexander to assure that the fate he shared would be to live. So they did. Now, it is only fair to mention that non-combatants suffer terribly, and many people died. But it is the consensus of modern medical doctors that no one should have walked out of that desert. But I get to practice a minute, maybe. I think the secret is just love yourself. East broke. Gonna have to fix that. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hey, it popped off here and there. Man, it clear broke in two, man. It's gone completely. Rock and roll. I gotta change that. But now I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Well, I just got it on. To cut or not to cut? Let's stretch it out a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit. Stretch it out. Yeah, it gets awkward when I break a string. Yeah, but the thing is, this is the best day ever. This is the day it was made. Be the best day ever. Well, I totally have to stop my reading because I got to go grab a battery from the drawer because the tuner's wanting to act less than operational. Now, to see if we can read these things. Pretty old school what come out of here. Hey, somebody needs to hook me up. Let's see if this works. I don't know if the back's on it. Hey, at least they come on. Let's see if I'm talking. Oh, it's buzzing all over the place. Yeah, it's gonna work. Yeah, I want to quit my job and move to California, around LA. I need a job over there. So I need just comfortable living there. Thing is, over there, um, the cost of everything is a lot considerably higher here. So, $200,000 here would be nothing over there. So $400,000 there would still be nothing. But I quit my job doing what I'm doing now. You see, it's nice. You got to give people wings. You got to let them be wings. You got to let them love their stuff too. Everybody needs to love their stuff. So that's the thing. So it's going to work. I'm going to tune it now, maybe. It's like he said, all things are possible. Yeah, with balloons and closets and eggs and knees. We did a little bit something different this year. We got the paint and stuff. So, and unlike pumpkins, these don't rot, and they don't take the little 4x6 paint. But you know, be a adherent to keeping the anything unpleasant away. And before I get it tuned, I will say, at the end of the day, if nobody will call out the system of the cloud or the state, then every last one of you motherfuckers are worse than cucks and losers. I'm at least one of them. I'm just a nobody. I know that system's nobody. It's public records calling out, giving it away to a cloud system and for your state or whatever, public common good. Yeah, all you motherfuckers are scum of the earth. If you want thunder, cloud, and rain, it'll be manifested on you. I like sunshine better. And I like baby dolls painting. And I like green. And I like purple. It's a beautiful mountain. It's a beautiful moon. And by moon, I mean moon. I like it. It's a girl in the moon. I like this too. This is to be present. Some things I bought for Mother's Day and stuff for certain mothers. I really like this. And I got to figure out what the anchor, the different denominations of anchor, because there are many. With one knowledgeable, man, what kind of word is that? More knowledgeable than just texture of a molding of a brand. But when it gets into an actual depth of script and print and type along with trademark, numbering, I was really more interested in this though. Whether or not I can magnify it later with a number, I will try. But let's toast to fortune and blessings And that is 175 grams, which is a little bit, like 6 ounces. So let's put this junk up. I'm going to put the leaves in some water right off the vine. Apples are here too. This is little, shouldn't have too many seeds. It's dripping. One of the satsumas died because I don't really know how to keep them indoors. It's better just to plant them outside and cover them up or whatever, or shield them. You got to know the right place to plant stuff. But same way with the palm trees. You can buy good stuff that's $200 or $300, but if you don't know where to plant it, you'll kill it. Tree ferns are beautiful. They're harder to grow than palms, though. Here. Tree ferns are where it's at. That's your job. Grow a tree fern. You know, a neat thing about horticulture. It started, this is no shit. Here's some history. I thought I was going to be somebody. But anyway, you had to get certain licenses and stuff to mess with certain chemicals, to spray certain things, to even be in contact with certain things, because certain things are matter. And certain matters are matter. And matter can be matter, but matter can also be in a gas form, and it can be used to do it. But you got to have permits to even handle certain things. So a class over there out North Avenue at the varsity, we had to take a test. And I walked in, and I was like, cool, this is a place to be. It was in the state of Georgia Tech. Anyway, walked in, never graduated from there in like full honors or nothing like that. No, but this is a class for licensing of a certain thing. And at the same time, things were happening in the world. And will I tell this or not? Oh well, I'll tell some of it. But I learned anyway, and later on in the program in the history. But about growing stuff underground in greenhouses, or just dig a hole and put windows and building window boxes in the ground. And in side compartments, you can put something in the ground, or you can build something beside it. You can put manure in there, and it helps feed the nitrogen. It helps feed, and it warms because it's like decomposing and stuff. And you can grow pineapples in the winter in England and stuff, you know. And then here comes a conspiracy. But if you just read it, nothing's a conspiracy. Read a book. That's what I'm going to say about a lot of stuff. That's what I'm going to say about a lot of stuff, even though I tell a lot, like everything. And it's a thing. It's so bad I can step on my own toes. Just think about it. Everything is, a lot of stuff's written. It's harder to find. Some stuff is. But do I finish it? Well, maybe I will. Because every you could plant trees everywhere, but in the old, the greenhouses. In other words, there was greenhouses. Lots of greenhouses. There was lots of glass houses. Just basically, it ain't like a big thing. It was just a greenhouse. Think of it as that. It was a greenhouse. You have a giant greenhouse. You can grow all sorts of stuff and feed lots of places. Right there in a town. Greenhouses. Basically food. Grow a palm. And you can do that. Grow a tree fern. Let me know. Yeah. Manure gets hot real fast. It's cool. And it gets so hot even in the winter. It can heat up a building next door. Grow pineapples. Keep them warm. Green. Like this moon. Hey, Duke won't say hello. Hello, Duke. Yeah, you like smile. Yeah, I call this one R&R Bouquets. R&R Bouquets. I prefer holly, though. That prickly pointy kind. Like all jacked up. I'm going to hurt you, too, if you just jump in without paying attention. And it is a hack, no way. No joke. You just duct tape or wrap one of these around the headstock of an old guitar. This one is a lot more, it's thinner with beans and rice or whatever you can make them with whatever gourds. I like gourds. I got gourds now about big ones too. This one's a little bit heavier, but it gets a more tenor sound. This one's definitely louder, but it's more baritone. Got to a guitar that, it's kind of cool to the head, to an arm, or in the hand of a loved one. We can bring back the dead. Yeah, it was sad. Dead. It is neat though, but eventually, no joke, somebody, and it's funny to all those people that are the people that recorded and argued about. You know what the quarrel was? Who was with? Who was it with? Authority. I hate it. I'll be honest. I'm gonna let the other ones stay on there a little bit longer. It's good. I need to take a break. I got it about tuned. Almost. I'm gonna suffer it just a little bit. I should have just cut it off. I like to see the purple flame burning in your eyes. This was absolutely a cool little find. It's got a wood base. It's on the shelf over there. But, I like the handle. And although it might be just poly, it's a nice chopper for lettuce and onion and stuff. It's surprisingly sharp. I like it. It's a little handy. It fits right there, I like it matches a little knife I have. And this was a surprising find. I like it. It's metal. And the material in the middle is just extraordinary to be a coral fish. A tiger stripe coral fish. Hard aluminum. The gauge is, it's heavy, but I mean, it's heavy even without the stone, but and it's a nice paperweight. Boner appetit. Really don't. I don't know if I should cut this off yet. Maybe just a little bit. I need to wind it up, do something. Roll it up like I do the socks. We just roll it up into a squiggly. Like that. It's all wrapped around. There's really no way to test this. There's really, I don't know of a good way to test it. The top string. I don't really know how to test just the E string. I really don't. But it's somewhat. It's close. I don't know. I guess I should go through and like tune them all through. Just enough to hear it. Just enough to hear it. It at least turns on now. I like it. Blessings everywhere. Friday dance of the crowd floor. Couldn't bear with are you, even if you were rid of an area. I couldn't get around much anymore. Oh, stop visit. I didn't even get as far as the door, baby. I ain't gonna lie. That first verse,